Okay, as requested, I wanted to give a brief talk on the topic of passive polyglottery. What can we say about passive polyglottery? First of all, I think everyone is passive to a certain extent in their own language. Everyone has a far vaster passive vocabulary than they have an active vocabulary, I think, in their own language. If someone disagrees with this, they can let me know. But I think it's typical of a native speaker. What you can understand and either reading or hearing is far more than you can actually produce. Okay, so the idea of being a hyper-polyglot, I mean of being a passive polyglot or hyper-polyglot is analogous. It's based on the idea that you can get a lot of mileage out of your limitations. In other words, you can get a lot from the language, from elements which you cannot, from areas you cannot produce. Perhaps you cannot converse on the same level you can read on, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's probably perfectly natural. So this idea of passive polyglotry is not to scorn in any way the active use of the language. To the contrary, I find the most admirable polyglots are people who are fluent speakers. But it is a way of saying, what you have is not useless. It could, because maybe you speak haltingly or you speak slowly, but hey, if you can read fluently, you really have something there, something you can take great advantage of. Maybe your French is slow and halting, but you can read French quickly. That's nothing to scorn, and what can I say about that? It's just there's many dimensions to knowing a language, and knowing a language passively is nothing to be looked down upon. You can go beyond that. It's desirable to go beyond that, but hey, you have something there if you can read a lot in a language. Okay, well.